We doing AMSR now?
Nah, I'm just trying to podcast. You're talking about podcast, and I want to make sure we're good. We got it.
Apparently we're doing AMSR.
No, let's go. Because you were talking about it. You were saying the noise wouldn't sound good for the podcast. So I'm trying to show like what you were worried about, what you thought would probably happen from the start to the finish. You know, the show on you can. Also, think that's all picking up. You know what I'm missing though? Do you know what I'm missing, Brent?
Your mind?
Do you know what I'm missing, Brent?
Your medication?
Bear me!
What the fuck?
Hit it!
How did we even get here? Cause I swear I don't recognize shit here.
You set that whole thing up. The amount of
that made me so happy.
I tell you what. You know what? I have to tip my hat to you.
I deserve it.
Because that was an amount of effort.
Yo, I knew your face.
That was an amount of
I knew your face when that shit opened and you heard the door and you like, what the fuck is going on?
That was an amount of effort that I quite frankly haven't seen out of you this entire run of the podcast. Honestly, the amount of effort.
First off,
the amount of effort you had. First off, you had to lie to me and tell me that your cousin was gone.
I did, and I had to play it off when you asked how the trip was and everything. Like it was over.
Yeah,
that's true.
Play the whole thing off. Mm-hmm. Put the beer back there for her to.
Mind you, it was open. I was drinking it before you got here.
For her to give it to me in the first place. Uh-huh. That's probably why your door was locked, so you could set that part up. Because normally
I had to make sure you weren't.
Because normally your door isn't locked like that.
Well, I had to make sure that you didn't walk up. I saw you though. Luckily, when I was going to chop the potatoes.
You also normally aren't this gung ho about starting the podcast.
Right.
So I should have.
I am actually. I like to get to the shits and get it done, but we do be chilling a lot of the time in the beginning. Just casual. But I'm like, hey, let's go.
Yeah.
So yeah, that whole thing. But yeah, no. And then I thought about it. I was like, some snacks would really work to start this too. I think that would add to the whole, I had a whole different intro, but then you was talking all that shit before I pressed record. So I was like, oh no, I'm just gonna do the AMSR thing.
So that wasn't part of the plan?
No, that came to me. It came to me as I was sitting in the kitchen. I was like, well, if I'm gonna call for a beer anyway, I might as well have some other snacks. What I was planning to do was, Brent, this was the original intro. I'll give you an example now of what it was supposed to be. So in my head, I said, Brent, I'm really sick of this not getting paid for this podcast shit. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I feel like not only do I deserve an intern, I deserve snacks. And I was going to say, all right, life is getting better. And I was going to start snacking on shit. And I was going to say, would you like some? Nope, can't have any. You got to get your own rider. And I was going to do that. And I was going to do the whole thing. And I was like, the only thing missing, Brent, bear me. So that was coming. One way or another, that was going to happen. But then you start talking shit right before we started. So I was like, oh no, now I'm just going to go. So that's what happened. But yeah,
I'll give it to you on the execution. I'll give it to you on the planning. I'll give it to you on all that. That was pretty good.
It was solid.
That was pretty good.
People seem to really like the intro from last week. So
do they?
No, they loved it. Like I don't know if you saw how many views that shit had on Facebook.
I didn't.
Yeah, it was like 300 plus views, I think, on that video. I was like, okay. Yeah, a lot of people subscribed. They shared it. I was like, okay, cool. Look at us getting some traction. Me sharing it on my Facebook helped. Mm-hmm. Who knew? Instagram, I got way more followers, way more people, but
that's good.
Well, technically, I guess I got more on Facebook.
That's good.
It's 5,000, so or 4.
What's our Instagram again?
Get Here Podcast.
That's right.
That's right. See, I nailed it. I know all this shit, and I've actually posted now. I'm posting up there, finding funny clips.
Oh shit! Did she like She did.
Uh-oh.
She fucking unfollowed me, or she unmatched me.
So now your DM has disappeared?
Yeah.
Which was the topic?
It was the topic.
All right.
Oh wait, it's okay. I was smart enough to get screen caps of it. Ha. I was smart enough to get screen caps.
Smart enough or creepy enough? One of the two.
Smart enough because I knew it was going to be the fucking topic, and I wanted to make sure I had it just in case something went wrong. All right, so
okay, we'll go with that.
So There's a dating app called BLK. I decided a couple months ago, to my detriment, to get back on these dating sites for shits and giggles. I've actually gotten a couple dates out of it.
For fucks and thrills?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've actually gotten a couple dates out of it. Broke my streak. 10 months out of it about a month or so ago, so I'm on the next streak of loneliness. But along the way...
Oh my God, I can see those rings again.
But you know why? Because you keep looking at the TV that you keep on.
No, it is in front of the TV.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah.
But did you see Hulk Hogan do the magic trick? It was amazing.
I've seen it before.
Me too.
So, one of the things we talked about before are the chicks on these dating sites that don't give you shit to work with. So I'm gonna read for you. I'm gonna do a Ben Shapiro here, and I'm gonna read for you, hopefully in a much sexier way than Ben Shapiro did.
Probably not.
There's some whores in this house. There's some whores in this house.
Ooh.
There's some whores in this house.
Is that what he sounded like?
In this house. That's that.
I still haven't watched that clip.
Maybe higher pitch. Maybe higher pitch.
Put it on the background. Just have it playing on repeat.
Higher pitch. Yeah. That's some wet ass P word. So her name was Bree on BLK, and I hit her with the line originally because we matched. She's about 30. Hit her with the lines. If I press play on your Netflix right now, what would start playing? Right?
Okay.
It's a line that works some of the time. It's working a lot less now than it used to, but it used to work a lot back in the day. Her first response to that, most of the time, you get the response.
You can't deal with it.
I can't deal with what?
You're peeking at Mike Tyson.
Okay.
You were looking through the ring directly at Mike Tyson. Okay.
The first response to it, normally the response I would get from it is, they'd say something like, oh, I was watching Harry Potter or whatever the fuck they're watching on the thing, or, or I don't watch Netflix, which I've gotten many times before. Okay, what are you reading then? What kind of things are you in, something.
Give me something.
It's a jump off point.
Give me something to work with, lady.
Her first response, stop being weird, laughy face.
Okay. Yeah.
Apparently, taking an interest in someone is being weird. But okay. All right, fine.
I mean, okay. Well, you want me to break it down line by line?
You can. Okay. Yeah. Let's do that. Let's break it down one by line. How's that weird to come up with an initial line that you may use depending on
I was thinking that.
Depending on what it is.
Yeah.
Everybody's, a lot of people got theirs, and you see it all the time. Don't just come to me and say hi. Say something more than hi. Be interesting. Be interesting. Okay, this is at least mildly interesting.
Stop talking to the studio audience. It's weird.
I'm talking to everybody.
I didn't like the way you looked at the camera.
Talking to everybody.
Talk to me. They're not here. Don't talk to them.
No, but they're there in YouTube land.
No, fuck them. Don't talk to them. I told you. How many times do I have? You're gonna keep making me fuck the fans? I will fuck all the fans, Brent. If you keep making me do it, I will fuck every single one of these fans.
Is that a threat or a promise?
A little bit of both.
Okay.
Dangerous line to thread. Anyway,
and she said I was being weird, but okay, you're sitting here threatening to fuck our fans.
Me? No, she would have liked that line. You ever seen fans get fucked before?
So I should have started with you should have ever seen fans get fucked before?
You should go to our OnlyFans.
Noted.
That's where we fuck them.
Exactly.
We only fuck fans there.
That's exactly what. Actually, I should use that against some of the chicks on BLK that I get matched up with, because most of the ones I get matched up with are hookers.
Wait, okay, I got a question for you.
Yes.
Off of what you just said. We'll get back to what you're saying. This will be the baseline here.
Yes.
But sidebar. Chicks. When you say chicks, have you ran into a lot of women that get offended by that?
By the word,
the terminology chicks?
Not a lot.
I dated a girl that hated that. Do I look like a bird to you? Like that kind of shit. I'm like, oh my God.
I mean,
it's like, you know what I'm saying. That's on some chill shit.
I got that once or twice during the initial SJW phase of the internet in like 2015-ish.
Can you explain that acronym?
Social justice warrior phase, and
okay.
when everything was offensive and everything was racist and everything was sexist.
Cancel.
Right. The initial part of that shit. I ran into that occasionally then, and my response was like, anyway. I just moved past it. I bypassed it as if it never fucking happened because it's so stupid. And I could sit there and harp on the topic, but A, that would 100% guarantee I'd never get laid.
That's true.
And I was getting laid at that point. And two, why start that?
I'm not going to tell you to stop with the A and then 2. You got to say 1 and 2 or A and B. You got to stop that shit. My brain does not allow that kind of processing. Not in my house. You're being nasty in there.
There's a lot of processing your brain doesn't allow, isn't it? Isn't it?
It has its moments. But that's nasty. You got to stop doing that. You do that a lot.
Blame Paul Reiser.
You say it's on purpose.
Blame Paul Reiser.
That shit is uncomfortable.
Well, at this point,
it's just natural.
At this point, it's just natural.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? Stop.
At this point, it's just natural. It's just a thing I do. So yeah, I ran into chicks once or twice. So anyway,
you said chicks again. See
yeah.
What I'm saying?
So anyway, or the chick problem once or twice. So tell me how asking a girl what she watches on Netflix.
Okay, so
is being weird off the cuff.
Okay, so playing.
And she's not even that young. She's only 30. Like it's not like she's like
right. Playing devil's advocate. The moment you said that line, I was like, weird starting line. That is a strange line to start with. That's what went through my mind. So the fact that she said stop being weird, I can kind of see it because like for me, I'm like, hey, how are you doing? That's typical.
You're not
boring start line.
You can't.
Who can't?
You're not. Don't do that. Don't start with hi.
No.
Don't start with hey.
No. That's
come with something original.
If they say that in their bio, then I'm skipping that page completely. Mind you, I don't do online dating. I told you I'm terrible at this shit. Yeah. It's not my go-to. Yeah. I'm way more interesting in person. But yeah, no, I'm not doing that, right? But
I'm way more interesting in person once we actually meet in person.
Right.
I'm noticing now though.
What the hell did that sentence mean?
So I can't pick a girl up
like
if
at a bar?
Right.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But if we meet online, then they meet me in person.
Gotcha. That makes perfect sense. I get what you're saying now completely. Actually, I'm definitely like that. Like once you know my sense of humor, I'm a fucking hoot, as the kids say.
Yeah, as the kids say. Yeah,
I'm a fucking hoot. But I just thought about Beer Me. It made me laugh.
The kids in Canada say that.
I looked over and I said Beer Me. It just made me laugh because I saw the blinds open and all that shit. I thought about the planning for that. Like, so when he comes here, I'm either going to hit the wall because I had to turn the volume up in the back.
I mean...
I was like, that's why I started hitting the wall.
I mean, there was a whole setup. It's almost like you're a producer.
You never know.
Almost.
I might produce a show one day. Maybe in a week coming up. But, anyway. So, yeah, I mean, like... I feel like with anybody, not everybody, let's change that, because some people have sucky personalities, and when you get to know them, they're actually worse. That is a real thing. That's a common thing. But for me, I'm one of those people for sure. Once you get to know me and you know my personality, especially females that I'm actually like going after in any way, it's just like, oh, okay, yeah, this guy's great. I like him. He's cool. But also at the bar, I don't really have a problem sparking a conversation with someone at the bar and actually like having it go further. Oh, we talked about this before.
Well, I can spark the conversation. They just don't want to leave with me.
Right? But you don't know. See, that we talked about this too, though. For me, it's never the goal of leaving with the person. It's never the goal. But that's what makes them want to leave with me, I think. Because literally, I go into that shit like, you know, we're just having a conversation. It's casual adults having a conversation. I think they can feel that energy, and they're like, yo, what's up with this dude? He's not trying to fuck? What's going on? I don't understand. Why isn't he trying to fuck?
But that's also...
That's not a game. It's real.
And I've had those moments too.
Would you guys like some? I feel rude. Would you like some? Here. Go ahead. Just grab a little bit.
He felt rude for not offering you food. So to remedy the rudeness, he indulged in rudeness by interrupting me when I was talking.
I really just shut up.
This is what I'm working with.
It was really just a setup so I can do this. This is what I'm working without them getting upset.
And the fact that I'm doing it for free is really irritating. So you really need to go to patreon.com/getherepod and onlyfans.com/getherepod so that we can actually get hazard pay for having to deal with this moment.
These Ruffles, they sour cream and cheddar. So if you pay on OnlyFans. Or what is the real shit? Not OnlyFans. You said that shit.
It's both.
No, the real one.
OnlyFans and Patreon.
Patreon. If you go to Patreon,
both. It's the same one.
I've never seen any of this.
/Get Here Pod.
I don't know if any of this is real because I've never seen any money yet. Have you checked it yet?
Still? I did check it. We not yet.
Damn it.
I was trying not to say that on the air.
No. I want them to know. I want them to know that you have an opportunity to be the first motherfucker to provide to this podcast. You will be a fucking OG. If you're the first person to pay. The first 50 to 100 people that give $1 are already, OGs. Well, how far would you say the OG line goes?
I mean, that's about right. You know, you can be producers on the show.
Could you go further than that, though? Like, how far would you say? Like, 1,000 people? First 1,000? Because we're planning on having a big podcast.
Sure, exactly.
So the first 1,000 people to donate $1 are fucking OGs as hell. I'm gonna eat one more chip. Eat it closer, y'all can hear.
This has become an AMSR podcast.
I mean, just occasionally. You were right about the chips. They're too loud, by the way.
No shit. It's almost like I've worked with microphones before.
I have.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. Huh.
But I be in
What the
bars.
hell you say?
I'm quite old milk. Cool. Ever had one of them? It's alright.
So anyway, why was that first opening line weird?
Okay, so to me it's weird simply because it just feels random. It feels like you're jumping ahead like 6, 7, 8 texts to me.
Okay.
Like, how was your day? How are you? Hello. Like, these are lines that I feel like we jump past. What do you do for fun? I'm trying to think of stupid lines. I hate this kind of shit. Like, one-liners are all dumb.
Funny you should mention that one.
Okay, let's go. Let's keep going.
So
Hear me.
So after that, I say, "Okay, how are you?" She replies with 411.
Yeah. So you should have responded from that. Stop being weird. I don't know what you said, but that should have been the next line. That's
You're
what
right.
I would have said next.
I should have. You're absolutely right. I should have.
And follow up, short. Stop being short as well. I'd have made both those jokes, and she would have said,
Because she's shorter than me, I could have made that joke.
Should have been like, oh, this guy's kind of aggressive. I like it because girls like jerks, so that's where you get your jerk off, right?
Possibly,
there. I don't.
But I'm not entirely.
Pause,
I'm not entirely sure she's all there anyway. So
probably not.
I said, "That's cool. Where are you from?" Her reply is L.A. What part? I'm from Long Beach. Oh, okay.
Oh, close. Hello, listener.
Her reply is, "Oh, okay." To what part of L.A.? Because L.A. is not just a city; it's all sorts of different parts.
Wait, you
Mid-City.
said you're from Long Beach?
Yeah, I said.
Okay.
She said L.A. I said,
Got
what
it.
part? As in, what part of L.A. are you
Got it,
from?
got it.
I'm from Long Beach.
Got it.
There's a million miles of fucking LA around here.
That's true. And all
Koreatown,
people,
downtown, Inglewood. Inglewood could technically be considered LA. There's a lot of people.
And to everybody that's
Mid-City,
not from here, we all say it's
Hollywood.
LA.
Yeah, it's all
LA.
anything south of San Francisco to most people is LA.
Yeah.
So, what part of LA? She says, "Oh, okay." I say, "What do you?" I say, "What do you do for fun?"
That's like, well, how many messages now? Count back up, though.
This is total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay, so that's 10 responses. So 5 apiece, I'm assuming, somewhere in that ballpark. Take away one of them, which was the Netflix line. So 9 responses.
Yeah.
9 total. That is about where I would assume the Netflix line would have came in. That's why it threw me off.
See, here's the problem with that, though.
Yeah, sure.
I've started with, even when, I've, been told, or even in the world of don't just come with hi. I've started with the hi or how you doing or what do you do for fun lines before, and it doesn't get to 10 messages. It ends after 1 or 2.
Well, what's your follow-up? What's your follow-up question?
Because they just don't respond to it because it's a boring opening line.
Is it though?
Yes.
Isn't it a human opening line?
It's
Because
a
we're
human. It's
humans?
a human opening line. If you look like a fucking Adonis, I don't look like an Adonis.
I don't look like an Adonis. I get it off all the time.
You're tall.
They don't know that online?
They do because a lot of them shows your height.
That's pointless. You always think it's the tall thing. It has nothing.
It is a tall thing.
It's not.
We've had this conversation before because
I was pulling big chicks when I was short.
Because reptilian brain. Because when you're talking about us as humans,
the reptilian brain.
yes, the reptilian brain. Chicks want somebody. Chicks want somebody who can protect them.
Oh, you know what? We didn't have video last time you said this stupid shit. This is great. They can see how dumb you look when you say this.
By the way, Jen agreed with me.
About what?
About the reptilian, about the.
Of course she did.
About the women.
Wait, who's Jen? Jen is
her.
the one whose name you didn't say before and now you say?
Yes.
Did she hear the podcast?
She heard the podcast. That was one of the podcasts she was binging on.
Wait. Did she catch up to last week's podcast?
She did not catch up to last week's podcast yet.
Then I guess we're not engaged.
I told you that wasn't
safe.
happening.
Ooh, that was safe. That was all. You got anybody else I can
Jen,
fuck with?
half of all this could have been yours.
You're right, Jen. All this right here. You see this right here? This ain't half, but you could have had a little more than this.
Half of that 4/5 gone Ajax bottle could have been yours. Half the you could have had one of the Batman ice cube trays.
All right, you're going too far. You've gone too goddamn far.
Could have had, what, 1, 2, 3 flimsy-ass darts? Could have all been yours. Could have all been yours.
It's not the flimsy darts. It's the dart board.
Oh, it's the board now?
It was always the board.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it's not very thick. So they don't really sit in there. It's cheap. It's from Five Below. Don't judge that. That was my first purchase here. Okay? That was back when I was poor still.
Speaking of thick, Jen, that could have been yours, but, you know. Anyway. Anyway.
I think he was talking about himself. I felt like he was describing me, though. Hey.
Okay. What do you do for fun? Her reply is nothing. You?
And then she said you?
Her reply is nothing. She does nothing. What am I supposed to do with this?
So at this point, for me...
At this point, I really, honestly...
Where do you go from here? Like, don't tell me, but like, in your head, where did you go from here? Not what you said, because I feel like you surprised
now, you know what I should have done?
What?
I don't know why I didn't, but
What?
you know, I do know why I didn't, because I wanted some pussy and there's nothing else on the line. But what I should have done, if I had any self-respect, which had been beaten out of me a long time ago, if I had any self-respect, I would have stopped the conversation right then and there, because she's clearly not giving me shit to work with.
You want to know what I would have done?
Stop the conversation right then and there?
King Petty. You want to know what King Petty would have done? This is around the time I turned the fuck up.
Oh, is this the time? This is the time.
Now she asked me.
Just keep messaging her. Beer me.
No. Not childish. Petty.
Okay.
So she says, after you say, "What do you do for fun?" She says, "Nothing." You? I'd have said, "You." Exclamation point. Because she put a question mark. I would have said exclamation point. And then she says, she's taken aback. She looks at the message. Whoa.
I think she's been taken aback this entire fucking conversation.
Perfect. So, since you're being a dick, now I'm going to be a dick. And there's a chance.
I should have.
This is the last play you have in this conversation, other than just stopping. Because if you continue to try to be normal here, she's not going to accept it. She's already made a decision and she's going to fuck with you. Yeah. So, for me, I'm going to get some enjoyment out of this by just interacting like a dickhead. So, this is where I turn up. I'm like, oh, yeah, you. Because there's a chance she looks at that and says, ooh, me? I didn't expect that response. That's not what I was. Now she changed. Now it fucks up her next message because she's like, oh, well, I had this planned. I was going to say, ha, suck my dick. And like, you know what I mean? But now you fucked her up. So now she has to think of something and she has to see if you're actually witty. Because then it's like, okay, because that line's not funny. It's not really a good line in a regular conversation. Like, I would never say you to somebody in a regular conversation. But clearly this person's off. So I'm going to say something that's a little off. Then they're either going to respond with something like, kick rocks, get out of here, whatever, which is what they were going to do in 3 messages anyway. Or they're going to be intrigued and they're going to say, okay, and say whatever their next line is, and I'm going to come with whatever comes to my mind now. Because now I'm just saying whatever comes to the top of my mind. Yeah. Which is probably what they're more on because they're on that bullshit. Because you're being too nice, you're being too friendly, you're being too whatever. You know what I mean? So that's typically the way I deal with those people. You are. And it's because
at this point I am being too nice.
It's what you said though. When you're strapped and you're not getting pussy continuously and all the time, that shit will change the way you speak. You start to.
It's like when your body goes into starvation mode.
It's real. It's real.
Like when your body goes in. It's like, well, you don't give. I don't get this all the time. I better hold on to it for as long as I can.
Yeah, it's real. It's true. It is true. You get to a point where you're like, you know what? I think I'm gonna be a better man today.
Right.
I'm a gentleman now. Mind you, I'm a gentleman all the time.
Well, no, you don't even think that. You just think like, all right, maybe
you start to lean more on like your goodness because we all have layers,
right? So if you have a steady stream coming, you're more likely to just be like, fuck it, I don't have time for this because you don't have time for it. What are you, 5?
Watch your mouth, Brent. All right, put these paws on you. You see them?
Again, that'd be the first human contact I've had in over a month, so I think I'll be perfectly okay with that.
Sad is what it is.
Yeah, a little bit, but your body goes into starvation mode. So you're like, so if you had a stream coming in, or even not even stream, even 1 or 2 or whatever it is that works for you, you'd be more apt to be like, I don't have time for this because honestly, you wouldn't have time for it.
Right.
You would be more focused on taking care of them and yourself at the same time. Like my max is about 3-ish. Like I can do 5, but that's a lot.
What are we talking about?
Women
stable.
Women at one time. I can do 5, but that's a lot at one. That's basically that leaves really only 2 days for myself.
No,
right.
You don't have any days for yourself with 5 women. You're tripping.
You're clearly tripping. 2 days at most.
There's no way.
At most.
There's absolutely no way.
Because
day one, whoever was day one is definitely hitting you up by day 6. You're tripping. There's no way.
That's true. You are having a couple of.
There's no fucking way.
You are having.
I know what women you're talking to.
You are having at least 1 or 2 repeat customers for the week.
Whatever repeat conversation you're or what kind of hypothetical conversation you're having with yourself.
It depends on how busy she is. Because I have fucked with some women that they are really on their grind and they're like, I'm seeing you once a week because I need that once a week from you're my once a week.
I mean, well, okay, that's different though. That's different. I'm talking about normal women that aren't like on an exact schedule because they're like a business person.
Like they'll still hit you up throughout the week or whatever, and you'll still converse with them throughout the week. But like seeing them, taking the time to do all that stuff.
Honestly, truth be told, that in itself is a headache. Having to talk to that many people. Single life is not as easy as people think. If you're ever on like that kind of run, because I've done that in the past, where it's like you're talking to a bunch of people at one time, and it's like because you're single, you just like I don't have to answer to anybody, but you actually answer to like 20 people. It's really, really difficult. Like I remember, I want to say I was like probably 19, and I remember I was trying to talk to like it felt like billions of women at the same time.
You probably were. I remember being 19. We all were.
It was never quiet. Never quiet. Even when I slept, I would get messages because I was bi-coastal, so I was going back and forth. I was living in Seattle, and I was back in Virginia, and I was talking to people overseas in Australia and like all these different places. So I had friends in London, so I was just getting texts and calls all different hours of the day, and it was like I would instantly wake up. First thing I do, I roll over, ding. I never silence my phone. It's on night mode right now. This is the middle of the day. This is how 30 look for me. I don't care no more. Don't hit me up. Leave me alone, dog. Like, there's very few people that can get through that night mode. They're on my favorites thing that pop up. Boom. Everybody else, I won't know you hit me.
Yeah.
I won't know. So, it was like, back then, though, that shit, ding, I wake up. I would ruin my sleep, Brent. Ruin my own damn sleep.
No, I love sleep too much. At a certain point, I'm turning the ringer off.
Not back because you
know why? At a certain point, I'm turning the ringer off.
But you know what? It's exactly what you talked about. I didn't have a consistent flow. Even with all those women, it was like I was working to try to like let me find a woman that is consistent with me. But it was more of me like, okay, I'm good at talking to all these women, but how do I finish any of this? I was 19, so I wasn't sure. I don't know how to close this deal. I'm like, I don't know what to do. Where do I go? What do I say? Like I was smooth with it. I could always like get people intrigued. They always wanted to keep talking. That's why my phone was always going off. But it wasn't like, hey, let's meet up tonight. Let's go do this. It was like, oh my God, today was so bad. Let me tell you about it. And I'm like, okay. But honestly, that training has made me who I am today. There's a reason I'm so good at talking to people today, because I used to talk to people consistently on some like damn near relationship style talk, but without any of the benefits. Which is a fucking headache, by the way.
Yeah.
It's the worst shit in the world. Like,
Yeah.
I'm going to talk to you without any of the physical benefits, but I'm going to give you everything that you want in a relationship while your man smashes.
That sounds...
This is the worst shit in the world.
That sounds entirely counterproductive.
That's a prison sentence.
It is.
It's a literal prison sentence.
But, yeah.
I like that shit, but it
at what point did you break yourself out of Shawshank? Because...
when I got catfished shortly after that.
Okay, that's when the catfish come in.
So she hypothetically took me out of that purgatory though, which is funny, and put me in a whole different purgatory.
Because at a certain
that was exactly the same, but one person.
At a certain point, you were just like, "Fuck this! I'm not doing this anymore."
Right. It was like, okay, I'm done with this shit. And I met this fine girl. She's online. She cool as a bitch. We talk all the time. Great. But that was just like more and more and more, going further. Then I met my ex. So it was like, all right. Then we met in person. You know, it was like, all right, we worked together. And that shit turned into something completely different, you know what I mean? That was now it's a real, but I had all this built up energy. That's how me and my ex actually hit it off, because I had so much built up energy when I met her from all this bullshit for this like 2-year stretch or whatever between that.
Yeah.
That it was like, I gotta give somebody this love here.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh, what a man. Like she got the version of me that I am today, I would say. Like the way I can talk, the energy I give when I'm really with somebody. That energy is what she got at 21 when I wasn't even close to that person. I wasn't even close to the person I am now as far as like how I break shit down, how responsible I am. I was so fucking selfish back then. I didn't know though. I thought I was great. No, I wasn't great.
Yeah.
I wasn't great. But that's a real thing. It takes like time. It's like layers and like shit that you have to go through evolution to get to that particular mindset. Because now I really do feel like anything's possible. like when I talk to all these different females in any kind of scenario, I do feel like when I'm talking to them, it's like, I feel like if I speak to you and you actually give me time, and I said this before on the podcast, if you give me the time of day, that there's a possibility that we could go somewhere with this shit. Mm-hmm. If you actually listen to me and give me the time of day to actually speak with you for more than like 20 messages. Yeah. If I get 20 messages, there's a good chance that you're gonna be like, damn, this dude's different. I can see where he's different. I like that.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you're getting 20 messages, you should.
That's a long number, but I'm thinking even 10, even
10.
Even at 10, I feel like
if it goes past 10, it should be more than just nothing. Mm-hmm.
Exactly. You can get at least one or two decent questions up there. Like, what's a more serious question you would ask? Like, cause I don't assume you're the type to jump to politics. I don't feel like you would be like, so fuck Biden, right?
No, I don't talk politics with any.
That's what I'm saying.
With any woman, whether I'm trying to fuck them or I are fucking them, I try not to.
Oh yeah, because you
I
hate
try
women.
Not to.
You told me you think women are stupid. I remember.
No.
You said something like that.
No, that's not what I said. That's not what I said at all.
That's what you said.
That's not what I said at all.
Trust me, I never lie.
That's not what I said at all. I said they should be barefoot and pregnant in the kitchen.
See how you do?
I was wondering why I was seeing so many of them out, fucking with work uniforms on and shit. Like, how they got jobs? Like, how their husbands let them out? But
I do not support this message. I am Trey, and I do not support this message. That is Brenton. Okay.
No. And I'm not gonna say that was a joke because I'm gonna let them try to figure that shit out if it was a joke or not.
Definitely not a joke. He was serious.
Sure, yeah, I absolutely was. I've never done business with any woman ever in my life, ever. That's never happened.
Just in the sack.
Never had women bosses or anything like that.
He got bossed around.
So, yeah, but it costs extra.
You're canceled as fuck. I'll be a new co-host next week. Next Thursday, it'll be a new co-host.
This is how we get exposure. Probably.
This is
how we get exposure.
I'm gonna let you do it though. I'm not doing it.
Okay, great.
So when it blows up, they'll be like, "Damn, we heard it yell at that dude." I'm gonna be like,
"Okay, you can yell at that dude at @here_pod on Twitter. How about that?
You heard him yelling.
Catch me there. How about that?
Or you can hit me on Instagram because get here pod on Instagram.
Yep.
Because
how about that?
I'll be responding to stuff.
How about that? So, what the fuck was I talking about?
You were talking about
serious topics.
Yeah.
I actually try not to get into too serious topics with women that I'm dating or want to date or try to get involved with or anything like that.
How does that make any sense? I don't understand that.
Because that never ends well. I've never had that end well for me. It's always ended fucking badly. And also because I like for me to be their good place. Yeah, there's a lot of there's.
I was like, what the hell am I hearing?
Buzz Lightyear's taking the galaxy.
I thought I was tripping. I'm like,
but I like for my place to be the good place that they come to at the end. I like
doormat and good vibes only.
Good vibes only. I like for when they see my name come up on the phone or they come to my place or whatever. That I'm.
Are you that guy?
Yeah.
Because I think you're more like a jerk. You're nice to women.
Listen. Jerk is a relative term.
I think you like 1930s Brent. That's what I when
1930s Brent.
1930s Brent. I think it's like because I see you from that era. Like you're one of those guys. Like, hey, woman. Like
no, that's. Only if they're into that. And I've come across quite a few that are into that.
That's different.
I've come across quite a few that are into that. I
just feel like you're like you got that kind of misogynistic personality.
I've come across quite a few baby girls.
Are your glasses Nike? I feel like I've asked you this before.
They are Nike.
I don't look at your face enough to really notice. I always just see like a white.
This is a small little. It's not supposed to.
I always see it, but I never look at it completely. I just see like a blur.
Yeah. like these aren't the fashion looks. The fashion looks are.
That's fair.
Actually, I got two. Are the sunglasses.
The other ones you were wearing.
Those, and I've got. Remember the
Titans? Yeah.
The super gold aviators.
I do.
The ones.
I hate those glasses.
The ones that.
I've seen those in your videos.
The one that Chappelle wore when he. When he was advertising his Netflix comeback on the big ass billboard of just his shades.
Yeah, where he had the bald head and the fucking weird dress shirt.
That was around the time I got those, and I was looking for like some like just round shades, like just some circular shades. And I was looking around and I saw those and I was like, God damn, those look amazing. And I was like, fuck, those aren't the kind I'm looking for because I already have aviators. And I looked around, I couldn't really find anything else, and I saw those and I was like, let me just try these on. And I was like. While I had it in my hand, I was like, don't try these motherfuckers on. And I tried them on, and I was like, and I looked up, and I instantly looked good, and I was like, God damn, I gotta buy these now. fuck.
I instantly look good.
Like, yeah, like that doesn't like.
I feel you.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, sunglasses, whatever.
So,
you ever tried some shit on and was just like, yeah, I'm shit.
You know,
yeah,
you know what really that happens with me with jackets.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a jacket guy. Like when I put jackets on, I'm like, oh shit. Because glasses, I have a face typically that works with glasses for the most part. But like, so it's not. I'm not like shocked when I put them on. I'm just like, I expected these to look pretty good.
And I'm not usually shocked either. But those, I was just like,
no, some are perfect though. Sometimes you run into perfect. But jackets for me, when I throw on a jacket and that shit, I put on this. All right. This is all right. I look in the mirror. I'm like, God, this is kind of look good on my shoulders. Look all uniform and shit. I can get some regular shirts for this. I already got the hat. Fuck yeah, I'm getting this shit.
Yeah,
and you're walking out the store like I've definitely that. I wish it happened with shoes more often because I love shoes, but I don't be seeing shoes. Like I'm not one of them wild color people. Like this is a wild shirt for me at the time. This shirt was like fresh as shit. This was crazy. It's got a chick inside of a flag that's pointed down. She's in a bikini.
Okay.
This is crazy. I was like, oh, nigga, I'm killing it.
Yeah.
This is flashy for Trey.
Yeah.
I only did this because I knew you was recording. I had a tank top on before this, and I was like, I'm sick of my tank
Well, you don't think
tops.
that would have worked better for our OnlyFans?
Well, I've had it on a few times. It was different tank tops. I only got like 4. So, like, you know, I got a washing machine right here, so I clean them all the time, but YouTube don't know that.
Right.
Like, why is Brent dressed different, but Trey always wears the same fucking tank top? Because I'm at home, bitch. That's what I wear at home. But, nah, I feel like you didn't answer the 1930s Brent thing, so I'm going to assume you have women in your basement.
No, I'm not 1930s Brent. Like when they come over, like I'm not like pampering them. Well,
when they come up, is that what you meant from the basement?
I wouldn't say so. I'm not like a pushover, but like I'll cook. You know, I'll have cook for them or whatever when they come up. Huh?
Is cooking for a woman a pushover thing? Because I don't feel like it's a pushover thing.
No, that's why. No, it's not a pushover.
Yeah, because I don't feel like that's.
But like I'll cook. I'll have whatever they drink at my house.
Right.
Because they drink it.
Well, these are gentleman qualities. Is what these are. Honestly.
Yeah, but I'm not like kissing their hand when they come in and all that other. I may press.
You've done that.
I might press them up against the wall when they come in.
You ain't done that.
I have done that.
You ain't got that off.
Ask.
You ain't got it. I'm gonna ask. You won't even say names.
Ask Jen.
Oh, now he's saying.
Jen.
Okay, so you went from not saying names to Jen. Now you'll straight up say a name and what happened.
Ask Jen.
Okay, go into details. What'd you do next, Brent?
Well, that's an OnlyFans exclusive. That sounds like an OnlyFans exclusive. Let's just say there was some soul transfer.
Some soul transfer.
Let's just say there was some soul transfer.
Excuse me, guys. Listen. So I just want to jump in for a second here. Remember to be an OG. First 1,000 people are OGs, friends of the show. We will follow you on IG, Twitter, and all these other accounts, and we'll make sure to shout you out on the episode. So the first 1,000 people, 1,000, we said 1,000. First 1,000 people to donate to not OnlyFans, but Patreon, because I'm not going to be on
OnlyFans.
That will just be Brent.
Either one.
That will just be Brent.
Either one.
Okay, so 2,000 people altogether. Y'all can have 1,000 for Brent, 1,000 for me on the other one.
It's both of us.
I'm not. No,
I'll share the.
I don't want your dirty OnlyFans
money.
money. I don't want it.
I'll share the OnlyFans.
I don't know what you're doing over
you.
there, and I don't want to know.
Don't act like you ain't on OnlyFans.
I am, but not for us. I'm supporting.
You mean you don't follow OnlyFans.com/GetHerePod?
I sure don't, but I am supporting the cause for all the women that need me.
Is your OnlyFans 1989 TRE?
No.
It's not?
No.
Huh.
No.
Oh, it's a burner account?
Yeah. Kevin Durant picture. It's Kevin Durant and Meek Mill with a Twitter finger. Nah, it's I want to say it's my it was the teamwork page from Twitter, I think. Before I changed it, it says 1989 TRE, but it's not because that's my other Twitter account. So no, but yeah, I followed a few accounts. I only follow one right now though. It's about to cancel. It's almost over. It might be over. I haven't checked.
The one we both know? No.
I stopped following her.
Okay.
Yeah, I did follow her for a little bit. I actually followed her for 2 months. She got 2 months out of me, which was impressive. But she slowed down on me.
Did you see fucking Bella Thorne got $1 million? Yesterday, she made $1 million in a day on OnlyFans.
Who the hell is Bella Thorne?
I don't know. Apparently, the first person to make $1 million on OnlyFans.
Show me Bella Thorne.
In a day, in 24 hours.
Annabella Avery Thorne is an American actress.
24 hours.
She's an actress.
Yesterday, as we're fucking filming this.
What's she doing on her OnlyFans?
Damn if I know. Making money.
No, is she doing sexy things?
I guess. She made $1 million yesterday alone, and apparently has made over $2 million. I
didn't know what she's doing
since she's had.
None of that helps me. I didn't know what she's doing because if she's doing what normal women are doing on OnlyFans, then I'm not shocked. I see her OnlyFans.
I mean, $2 million though.
I'm not shocked. No. You gotta think though, because Okay, so
$1 million in a day.
Brent, listen. I told you how many weeks ago do we had this conversation? I said the old My Free Cam shit back in the day, they weren't making nothing. These girls are cleaning the fuck up.
I know, but $1 million in a
Brent,
day
listen,
though.
there are women that are just regular women you've seen on your timeline, and you're like, damn, I've always wanted to see her naked. And there's a link for it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna click that shit.
but $1 million in
Wait,
a day.
wait, that's exciting. Okay, that's at a 10. When you see somebody that you know already.
Yes. Okay,
now go
yes.
celebrity that you never expected to see naked. What? And she's giving it up like this, and you click it, and you see. Oh shit! And especially if on her page, like let's just go down the page for a second. This is this woman.
in a day.
I mean, she's attractive or whatever.
$1 million.
I don't know if she. Let me see. Let's see what she.
That's her
OnlyFans.
coming out
This is
the pool.
OnlyFans right here. Let's see. I'll probably mute this in a second. Gotta break the audio up.
Yeah. Please
do it
break
too
the
long in a
audio
row.
up. We don't need that kind of headache.
So she's wearing a sex chain. She's doing a bunch of silly shit. Coming out of pools and shit.
You said she's doing a sex change. What'd you say? Sex chain.
There's a sex chain.
Sex chain. We don't need that. We don't need a libel suit from her. People like, how dare you say Bella Thorne went for a sex change?
I didn't say that. I did not say
Sounded
that.
like that.
Infamous #1 fan. Let's see. We're clicking on it.
Yeah, infamous #1. It fucking $1 million a day.
You want to see what's on her wish list? She's charging $16, 20% discount. I can see how she's giving it up top. I can already tell the type of page it's gonna be.
Just a straight shot of her.
Let's see what her
ass and
Amazon.
Daisy Dukes.
See what her Amazon is looking like. Let's just see. You know, they throw this up here because they want you to buy random things.
Do we need anything from Amazon? Do we need anything?
I pretty much
From our
bought
people?
everything I need at this point. I need a new dartboard.
Like, does Amazon have a bigger apartment for a cheaper price?
I think I got that over there.
You got that.
I think I got a good. Okay, so she wants this cake.
I don't have that.
She wants a realistic vanilla frosted cake. Just do it. You can get that and you can give it to her.
It's realistic, meaning it's not an actual cake.
I don't want to click that much. I kind of
I
like the
don't
thought
want to
of
kick that much either.
I kind of like the thought of it.
That sounds dumb.
She has another cake here. This is a lot of flowers.
She's asking for cakes.
More flowers.
Why is she buying cakes?
I don't.
Why does she want us to buy her cakes?
Oh, she got $1 million now. She can do it.
But why?
I don't. Brent, you told me about her. This was your topic. I didn't know.
I don't fucking know why she's asking for fucking cake.
Needs 4, has 3.
Of what, the mugs?
I guess. I'm assuming yes. The mugs.
All right, fine. You need mugs because you need to drink shit. All right, that makes sense. Just a whole bunch of fucking cakes. That
Needs
doesn't make
5,
sense.
has 1. This is so specific. Wow.
Thickening spray.
Goodness. Hair care.
Leave-in hair care product. Okay.
I don't care about this person as much. But
So we can just put our shopping list on there?
I guess so. I don't see it. $1 million a day.
Right. That's
But to the point of it, not so much focused on her, even though we just did. To the point, it's very possible. As a celebrity, can you imagine? You hate this person, but I don't. Can you imagine somebody like Rihanna or Beyonce were to say,
I don't hate Rihanna or Beyonce. I'm just not drooling all over.
which tells me a lot about you. But here's the thing. Because the girl you were talking to in your DMs, I guarantee didn't look nothing like neither one of them.
No,
wasn't
she
even
didn't.
close.
No, she didn't.
And so here's the thing.
But guess you know what? If Beyonce or Rihanna swiped right on me, yeah, I'd swipe right back on them. Sure, why not?
No, you wouldn't.
Sure, why not?
Because you're a hater. You're misogynistic 1930s Brent.
I'm not. What the hell?
This episode's called 1930s Brent. I'm not giving you the audio. I'm doing it by myself.
Oh, bro, are you?
Just so I can do that. Just so I can say 1930s Brent. I hated your title last week. That was so nasty.
What WAP podcast? WAP podcast?
That was fucking
WA podcast?
So terrible. And then
that was perfect. That's what we were fucking talking about.
not even the podcast name. The podcast name was fine. It was the description that got me.
What was I forgot the description.
What the hell did you call me? You said I was the what?
Oh,
You said some sick shit.
this is
why you can't be in
You were the
control.
Velveeta, I was the cheese or something like. Or I was the shells and cheese.
What kind of nasty shit are you into?
Velveeta shells and cheese.
Yeah, I know what you're doing.
Since we're doing macaroni in a pot now.
don't ever
since
put-
everybody wants to make their macaroni in a pot,
Don't-
and not the
Brent,
good way
Brent.
where they boil the macaroni first, drain the water out, put it in a casserole
Nobody does
dish,
that.
and
Nobody
and
does
bake
that.
Bake it in a fucking.
First off, nobody does that.
Bake it in a fucking oven. The good way, the real way, the American way.
Don't do that. Don't ever put me. Don't ever put me in a goddamn pot with you, hypothetically, okay? Don't ever do that. I read that shit. I was like, ugh. It's like the first week of him putting the fucking podcast up completely. He's just showing his ass. He's like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it.
It's WAP Podcast or WAP Podcast. WAP Oddcast.
It's the first time I looked at the camera in a while. Probably won't be able to see it again in about 2 seconds. Oh no, I'm okay. I'm all right.
Yeah, see, you get used to it.
Because the TV's off. You're right.
You get used to it.
That's what was doing it. TV. Yeah. When the TV's on, I do look at it.
Because you're doing. Because see,
side eye.
Did you ever do the 3D painting shit? The magic eye shit, where like it was all like static, but you had to cross your eyes a certain way to see the actual picture. Yeah. Did it take you a while to get it?
I was pretty good at that.
Yeah, I was pretty good at it too. So I feel like that's what you were trying to do with the TV, but
Probably.
like you weren't actually doing it.
Well, so the thing is, I can see like 80% of the TV.
This is inside baseball talk too, but
I can see 80% of the TV. Mm-hmm. But the light is is in front of 20% of it. But I can still see that section too. Mm-hmm. So I think my eyes are naturally doing what they do. Yeah. So thus, when I look away, like right now, when I was just doing it, now I can see a bunch of C's. It looks like the Chanel symbol. I remember that from last week. Yeah. See, I learned. I grew.
Yeah.
I grew, ladies.
You're welcome.
I grew. Chanel. I'm not getting it.
See now you're up to 1970s Trey.
1989 TRE. Okay, that's who I am.
Oh really?
Yeah.
1989, you would have bought the Chanel bag, but you ain't buying it, so you still stuck in the 1970s.
Oh, still selling my crack. I'm not stopping. It's not time for the bag yet. She gotta wait. I still gotta do this work. Got this work. Whipping it. Look at the flick of the wrist.
So go ahead, keep talking, Velveeta. What?
Don't ever listen. I never put me in a pot with you again. Hypothetically, okay.
Keep talking, Trey Vita.
Trey Vita. How do we?
You don't fuck around and name your daughter that too, by the way.
The fuck Vita. I am. Listen, I'm not George
Trey
Foreman.
Vita Sykes.
You got me fucked up. I'm not George Foreman. My daughter will have a regular fucking name. If I have a daughter, it'll be a regular name. The fucker will. Trey Vita. I wish I would. Man, somebody listen. Fans, anybody out there that listens to this podcast, if you ever, and I mean ever, hear me name a child Trey Vita, take me out. Just do it. I deserve it. Trey Vita, come on, bro. Anything even close. Treyetta, Tranferny Hardaway, Trayshawn makes sense. I wouldn't name my kid that, but he's asking to get shot. My mom, she already put me on the limb. It's close. The shit wobbly over here. Trey? Yeah. You said your name's what? Hold on. We got a nigga in the building. So what? I said Trey. I know what you said. Seen Boys in the Hood.
Well, no, cause see, you got the limp, so they might think of you as they might think of you as like
there it goes.
They might think of you as like a fish that's already been caught and just throw you back in. Just throw you back into the ocean.
Now, when I punch Brent in the face on camera one day, y'all gonna know why. When his husky ass flies over there, you gonna know why now. Okay?
Cause see, hunters get more points for like a healthy buck. You understand what I'm saying?
Go ahead, keep it up.
Like you're on the end of the herd. When I
start frying you the fuck up, when I just start cooking you for your weight one of these days and really cook your ass. You gonna understand why?
I'm cooking the cops that would shoot you. I'm telling you that they would hunt.
I'm letting you know right now.
Something else. They wouldn't necessarily hunt you.
When I do it, I don't want to hear shit from you guys because this motherfucker. If you go back and listen,
go back to Trey Vita.
He's heard about 10,000 limp jokes. I don't let nobody get this shit off. I only let this motherfucker get this bullshit off because of the podcast. But let you know right now,
Trey,
one of these days, I'm going to fucking snap on him.
Can I ask you,
and I'm going to go crazy on the podcast.
How do we even get here?
Because I'm going to put my foot in your ass. That's how we got here.
No, how do we even get here?
Because I'm going to put my foot in your ass.
What were we talking about
now,
before?
Fuck that. Fuck the title. Fuck the title.
How do we even get here?
Break my husky motherfucker. I'm going to break my foot off in him.
How do we even get here?
All right, now. Before I had to kill Brent, where the fuck were we? I don't know.
We were talking about chicks over at your house and how you make them feel good when they're over at your place and shit.
Yeah, I just don't feel like that's some sucker shit. I don't.
I don't feel like it's sucker shit either.
I feel like being polite to the person that's staying at your house in general is a nice thing to do.
Yes.
And now, if it's a woman that you're interested in, I think it's even more polite to do.
Yes. But like, there's a line between that and like I don't think anybody does like candlelit dinners anymore. You know, like the shit that like
I do shit like that.
Do you really?
Yeah, I do shit like that. I don't like my one candle's lit right now. I just have my candles lit a lot of the time. But I cook and
like
do like
not for somebody that you're in like a committed relationship with, like somebody that you're like dating,
that you're kind of trying to woo,
that you're seeing or talking to or whatever, or maybe it's casual or
I think both.
Whatever it is.
I think both. If I'm in a committed relationship, I like to switch it up. I like to do shit like that to change the atmosphere sometimes. Like I'm one of the people though. Like for me, all that shit at the beginning is very, very realistic. Mm-hmm. Now your reaction to it is what will determine if it continues. Okay. That's how I work. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So like if I have a woman that I'm doing something special for and she doesn't react to it, or it's just like run of the mill and she's gotten so complacent and comfortable with it, then I stop doing it. Now it's like, okay, well, I'm going out of my way to make you feel comfortable and special, but since you no longer look at it like it's special and you feel like every nigga that you run by is gonna do this shit, all right, well, I'm gonna let you see how that goes. You know what I'm saying? Now I fall back and now look, why aren't you doing this anymore? Now they're looking at me funny, but it's like you weren't appreciating it. Right. So that's a different, you know what I'm saying? But as far as what I naturally do, that's my bag. I mean, my goal is to make whoever I'm talking to feel like a queen. You know what I'm saying? I want her to feel like, damn, this guy is, you know, he's solid. And that's what I mean when I say my growth from 21 when I was with my ex to now is a completely different person. Like the person she had originally, I wasn't about that shit. I didn't care. It didn't matter. I mean, yo, you good? I mean, look, you in the crib, you good. What you want from me? I'm getting food. I ain't gotta ask you. What? Yeah, I cook me some food.
So you start with making them feel like a queen.
Oh, it's always progressive. I never just jump out the window and go like, I'm gonna show you everything. Mm-hmm. I'm not Aladdin. Come get on my carpet. I can show you the world.
That's like, pretty good. I didn't think you were gonna hit that note. I did not think that was gonna work.
I got it in the tuck.
I did not think that was gonna work.
It's in the tuck. I'm not gonna keep going, but I got it in the tuck.
Yeah. I did not think that was gonna, I didn't think that voice was gonna get that high, and I didn't think you're gonna hit that note as well as you hit that note.
Yeah, I've done it a time or two. But no, it's like yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not about to just jump out the window and show you everything. But it is a progressive. That long game shit is real. It's like it's a progressive thing, but you don't start at zero. I think that's where a lot of guys fuck up. Well, most niggas is at -50, so if I started -49, I'm in there. I'm looking good. Well, that's typical guy logic.
That's typical logic for a lot of shit. But
and I'm not doing it
in life.
I'm not doing that.
But yeah, so you. It sounds like we are similar in some ways, especially when we start. There's a baseline of like anybody. There's a baseline of respect that you're given. You can lose or gain more respect. Yeah. Right. Yeah, so absolutely. And when we're dating, you know, or a chick I'm trying to talk to or whatever, trying to meet up with or whatever, start a baseline of respect. You can lose or gain more respect. Absolutely. As it continues, and you know, if I'm inviting you over my place, you know, I'll cook for you. You know, like I learned how to make lobster, just for that specific purpose.
What you do? What did you do if you bring the lobster out? Right, you sit in front of her, and she's like, "This looks good. That was great. Woo, man. Woo. What you doing though?" She ain't said nothing. She ain't thank you. She ain't like that. Like she's not directing anything to you. Do you need that backup? Because you said lobster. You went high. You went high on that scale. So you're not reacting to that?
Hold on. It sounds like I went high because
what you talking about Velveeta shells again?
No, I'm talking. Velveeta? I'm talking. No, lobsters I'm giving away some secrets here.
Somebody's breaking through my. Hold on. Wait a second. They're joining the podcast.
I knew as soon as you said it.
They're breaking through my night mode.
That one of your motherfuckers was going to call. I knew as soon as you said it.
Wait a second. Here we go.
I knew it.
Hold on. Hey there, Dukes. Hey, you're on the podcast.
With Velveeta shells and cheese.
Don't do that. Hey, Mom.
Hello.
Hey, we're doing the podcast right now. You're right in the midst of it. You're on the podcast right now. You want to say anything to my people? Brent, shut up. Don't talk to my mom. Go ahead. You have anything to say, Mom?
Hi, Trey's mom.
Don't talk to her. You're on speaker, Mom. Everyone can hear you.
Have a good night.
Sound like your response. I knew she was gonna do it.
She hung straight up.
Honestly, I was expecting her to hang up before I finished the question. The second I said you're on the podcast.
Bye, Trey's mom.
I didn't expect anything less than an instant hang up.
Do you remember when everybody was somebody's mom as a kid?
What?
Like when you call, like adults were always hi Trey's mom or hi.
Like classmates and shit.
Yeah. Hi Mrs.
That made sense though, because we were schoolmates.
Hi, Mr. Trey. Like you didn't even bother with last names, even if you knew people's last names. You were just like, hi.
Somebody called me that yesterday, Mr. Trey.
Mr. Trey.
Who the fuck called me Mr. Trey? And it wasn't one of my clients. It was like a
girl.
Yeah, a girl.
I mean,
who the fuck called me that?
To each their own.
It was random. I was like, who? I don't know who it was. I can't remember. They was like, hey, hi, Mr. Trey. I'm like, okay. Hey.
Were they younger? Because no. I was gonna say because that's the sign. At that point you gotta be like, hey, listen, I'm not that old.
Nah, I want no senior shit. They weren't trying to like adult me. I was gonna say son me, but they weren't trying to adult me. I don't remember who it was. Somebody though. They was like Mr. Trey, something Mr. Trey, and I was like, okay. Yeah, I guess. I don't. It was weird.
Yeah.
A little odd. I can't remember what it was though.
Maybe they were trying to hit you up. Maybe
I think it was on some flirty shit. I don't think it was like
awkward.
They could have been awkward. I should have asked them I should have said stop being weird off rip.
So speaking of stop being weird,
Was there more?
Yeah.
Oh, let's go.
I said, "What do you do for fun?" She says, "Nothing." You. I said, "Netflix is always good. You busy this weekend?" She says, "A little." Why? What's up? I said, "I was wondering if you wanted to meet up." So I'm like, "Fuck it." At this point,
let's go for it.
Like, the conversation here is not going to go anywhere. And if I talk to her in real life,
that was your last comment on August 21st.
That was the last comment on August 21st. She never responded.
So you come back on the 24th.
A couple days later, after the weekend is over. Hey, how was your weekend? It was okay. Yours? Pretty good. Got a lot done. Oh, okay, good. What's your schedule look like? I was thinking we could grab something to eat. And that's the end.
That's where it ends?
That's the end, before she unmatched us.
Unmatched. So, here's the thing. You got into the thirsty trap. That's what happened. She put the bait out there and you went for it because she was giving you no other option.
After I asked once, I never should have asked again.
Right.
And actually, again, going over this, dissecting it with you, the conversation never should have gone that far.
Nope.
Once she got into that, I don't know how to be a human and have a human conversation thing, I should have fucking ended it right there.
Should have stopped immediately. But she set the trap, and you fell into it at the end. The very end of it, though. Because, like, for the most part, you still being normal. Like,
well, at the very end of it, it was like, fuck it. Like, either this is going to happen or it's a waste of time.
Last-ditch effort. It never works. You're just like...
No, it isn't even that. It's like, yeah.
But would you really... But here's the thing. Would you really want to meet up with that person? When you think about that conversation, what's it going to be like when you meet them in person?
I don't know.
It's going to be terrible, is what it's going to be. Let me answer for you. No, not
possibly.
possibly. Not possibly. I've read enough of those messages. It's going to be fucking terrible. That person's going to be a horrible human. Who the fuck wants to do that? I don't want to talk to nobody like that. Like, dog, you're doing me a favor. Trust me. I'm cool. I'm so cool. If you're a dick like that and you have no real responses off of what I'm saying to you, like, don't even respond. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. You don't have to respond. You have every right to be like, damn, I thought I matched. I didn't mean to match. I'm out. Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. Yeah. Or in person, if you're talking to somebody, if I'm talking to somebody, I'm like, yo, you know what? I don't really like this person. I thought I liked them, but not it. You have the right to walk away. You have the right to be like, nah. And so a while ago, I don't think I'm ever going to do this, so I'm actually going to mention this on the podcast. But it was an app I had. I'll just say a piece of it. I won't say the whole thing because I might still do it. But somebody stole it. But in the app, basically, it was like a dating type app, but it was where you had certain things set, like that were your top 10 things that are most important, and y'all would match off of that, like what your top 10 things are.
I think I've seen a version of that app before.
At this point, probably so. I thought of this in like 2010, so it's been a while. So I wouldn't be shocked now if somebody has completely mastered this idea because
I don't know if it's popular or big, but I've seen something like that.
Mad layers to it. It's deeper than this, but that's the basis of it. It's you match off of that. But if you're at the bar, right, and it was a proximity thing, so we're in the bar, we see it, and we're both sitting there, boom, we both get the buzz, we both get the alert. If you see it and you're like, oh yeah, but I don't like the way that person looks, you could just say decline, right? Notification disappears. It's just like Instagram when they send a message and they're like unsend message. It's the same thing. So the other person's feelings don't get hurt. They never see any of that shit. It's just like, oh, so I did match with somebody here. I have no idea who it was now, but you know, it wasn't for me. I think that's better. It's realistic. It's right to the point. Like, they don't even got to be rude. Nobody's getting hurt. It's just like, okay. Well, clearly it wasn't a match. So you don't waste, hey, can I buy you a drink? Can I do this? Can I do that? Like, nah, fuck all that. Let's get straight to the shits. If you look at it, we matched. Okay, so now we got a vibe. We got something to talk about.
Honestly, you should probably look into that now since we all got a social distance anyway. And if we're going to be in a location, we can't walk. You can't exactly walk up to somebody like, hey, yo, baby, how you... Hey yo, bro. Hey yo, like you either come up to somebody like this, like, hey yo, baby, or give me your fucking wallet, like that. Like,
I actually follow a girl right now who was talking about that today. Actually, she was like, I'm so sick of guys trying to hit on me in this quarantine. Like, I'm so irritated by it.
You know what a problem is though with the mask and shit and doing that in public is that now
you're black.
If you're a girl, but that's one of my problems. But if you're a girl with pretty eyes, and I've seen this before because I'm an eye guy anyway.
Oh my god,
that shit is just highlighted even more if you've got amazing fucking eyes.
It's the worst.
And I love eyes.
It's the worst.
I like a good set of eyes on a chick, and that's not a euphemism. I fucking like eyes.
I got a question. How do you feel about brown eyes?
Love them. I love all color of eyes.
Okay, because I had this conversation with somebody about big brown eyes, and I'm like, no, I love big brown eyes. Yeah. It's just like I see them more commonly, so it's not as like whoa, you know, like crazy colors, of course, always catch you. Like, damn, like hazel eyes fuck me up. When I see hazel eyes, like a nice set of big like hazel eyes, I'm like, whoa. You know what I mean? But brown eyes, you can see them like, damn, this girl has some really the color contrasting against different things, has
like
everything to do
skin
with it.
color, hair color, clothes you're wearing, even.
Yep, agreed.
And there are girls. I'm not obviously not the only person in the world who's got eyes that change color depending on the light, or change color depending on the lightness. I think they get lighter in the sun and darker. I know people that have blue, when I was younger, I knew a girl that had blue and green eyes. Like they were green sometimes and they were blue other times. Yeah.
And the eye thing that you were just saying about their shirt is the same concept of like old school picture day, where you pick the background. Like, I want my background blue. I remember a girl that had green eyes when we were younger, and she took her 4th grade picture. I remember all the way back. It was her 4th grade picture. And she took that shit with the green background. Man, that picture was so damn sweet. I remember me and my boy was like running around with our little, like she cut them out. Okay, here's yours. We running around like, oh my god, look how good she looks. It's so funny now. Like, I found that shit one day. Like, it was some book from my mom's house way back, and I'm like, this shit just feels weird to even look at now because I'm a grown ass man. First off, but she's a grown ass woman now.
I was gonna say,
and she's on my Facebook.
Look her up.
No, she's on my Facebook. We're friends.
She's still the same?
Oh yeah, she's still fine. She's still fine actually. Yeah. It's pretty funny. Like, I was pretty good back then. My eye for women that were gonna be attractive, I was pretty good. I nailed it for a good portion of the women that I liked back then. They're all attractive.
Mine was relatively good. There are a couple that I definitely missed out on because of different things. Like, there's this one girl I remember from elementary school who was cute. She was just bigger.
Yeah, that happens.
And now, I'd have given her all the time in the world. Like,
nowadays?
Well, not even nowadays. Like, even when I had shit going, because she probably grew up to be fine. Like, if she was still cute, she was just big.
Were you like mean to her?
I was mean to her.
Oh man,
I was, because she had a crush on me. She had a crush on me and I had a crush on somebody else.
Okay.
And I was mean to her. Because
had that happen once.
Because she was fat, and
that
was fucked up. That was fucked up with me.
You know what the funny
Natalie Cromwell was her name.
Why would you say her name?
Because she's never gonna see this shit.
The teachers are never gonna see this shit.
No, they might see this shit.
Oh my god.
Because Natalie Cromwell is not on my list.
Stop saying her name.
Now all of a sudden you don't want names.
Why would you do that? Somebody that you really
know what? Just to fuck with you. And to tell her I'm sorry, and to apologize to her. If some off chance she does see this, I'm sorry. I fucking realized this. However many years ago, I was like, you know what? I was fucking mean to her back in elementary school, and I shouldn't have been.
1920s.
That was kind of fucked up.
You're 1920s, Brent. I take it back.
1920s, Brent.
You're getting worse.
How's that worse? 1920s are better for everybody. Most people. Than the 30s.
To who?
It was the Roaring 20s. Matter of fact, we're about to hit our Roaring 20s.
This is how we started it? This is how we started the Roaring 20s? This is how we started the Roaring 20s?
Actually, I'm pretty sure the first Roaring 20s started on the heels of World War I. So, yeah, we're all right.
I don't think we're doing good. I don't feel good about it.
We're all right.
The 20s have been shit since we've started, and I don't feel good about it.
Hold on, let me fact check that so I don't look like a complete fucking idiot on my podcast.
What was Shorty's name? Natalie what?
Cromwell.
Natalie Cromwell.
If I remember her last name right.
Oh my god. Natalie Cromwell. From Brent. Through Trey. I apologize to you. Please stop.
Yeah, it was on the heels of World War I.
I am trying to talk to Natalie Cromwell. Can you give me a second, please?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay. Natalie Cromwell. I apologize to you for being disrespectful as a child. I was immature. Excuse. I'm talking as you through me. Would you shut? Can I do this?
Okay.
Damn, beer me. Hold on. Just for a second. I gotta get my liquid courage.
His liquid courage.
I'm Brent. I'm so nervous. Anxiety is transferred. Okay. Natalie Cromwell. I, Brenton Banner.
It's not Brenton.
Brenton H. Banner.
That's.
I, Brenton Hawk Banner.
Hulk? Yeah, okay.
Yes. Brenton Hawk Banner would like to apologize to you for being a malicious, spiteful, jerkish, husky little child. And furthermore...
I wasn't husky yet.
Okay. Well, furthermore, me, Brenton H. Banner, would like to say, not only would I like to apologize, but I would also like to take you out. Possibly for a dinner of your choosing. Or a drink. And I know the world is closed, so if you'd like to come to my home, this is acceptable as well. Also, if you'd like me to come to your home, I will travel. I'm sorry. I miss you. And I hope life is going well. From Brent H. Banner. All right, you can have your life back.
You know she's gonna come here and look for you, right? Like
she's not looking
gonna
for me.
fucking bypass me.
She's gonna remember what you look like. She's not looking for me. Natalie, I don't fucking know you, so you can fuck off, okay? I don't give a shit.
Wow.
No, fuck that. I don't know her. I don't fucking know Natalie.
Wow.
Now, fuck her. Fuck the rest of the fans, too. You heard what I said. I'm not. You think I'm backing down off my point? She's just one of the crowd. I don't know her.
Apparently not.
But you know what I'm not going to do?
Now you sound like 1910s Trey.
No, this is still 1989.
Fuck everybody.
This is still crack. Crack comes and goes. It hits you, and then you get aggressive, and then you go back. So that could be nice, and then it gets you. It's quick. It's quick. But what I was going to say
1989 Tyrone.
Oh, crack, baby. I can't even do it right now. I had that down.
Let me tell you something, Joe
I
Rogan.
did a whole video about
Your
it.
podcast real funny.
Yo, how much
You got any more of that? How do we even get here?
How much did he get for his podcast again? Was it $100 million a year?
I don't think it's a year. I think
It was
it's
3
total.
years or something like that?
For
Oh,
the life of the thing.
For the life of it?
Or for the life of that contract.
Oh, yeah.
them.
Which was like 4 years or 5 or something like that.
Something like that. I think.
Yeah, that's we deserve some money.
Not some.
We're owed some money.
Some.
Hey guys, so if you want to be an OG, the first 1,000 fans, I will personally kick Brent in the nuts
You will not do that.
every time
You won't do that, actually.
for you guys.
No, you won't.
I will throw
See,
a
now
dart.
you're only going to get one fan, and that's that Rachel chick I was talking about a few podcasts ago. From high school that kicked me in the nuts.
That's true. She's out there. What's her real name? Her full name.
I don't remember her last name.
So why do you remember Natalie Cromwell? Was that her name? Did I say that right? It's Natalie.
'Cause I was
Natalie, I'm sorry, by the way. I was just kidding. It's just for the podcast.
Because I was like elementary school, and I was actually like in class with her all the time.
Oh, okay.
The Rachel chick was high school, and we were really, I think, only in drama.
I remember the girl's name with the picture. I just haven't said it. That she's in a happy, fulfilling relationship. She's like married and shit. So I don't like. She's on my Facebook too. I would say it though. I mean, we didn't do anything.
Say it. Say it. Fucking say it.
Nah, you never say shit.
Fucking say it.
Nah, you have gotten better all of a sudden, but you had to ask permission. Why's your phone upside down? Are you cheating on me or something? What the hell's wrong?
No,
with
I
you?
just don't want it
What are
to.
you nervous about?
It's a.
What are you trying to hide? You got cheater tendencies. What's up with you?
We're in the middle of a fucking performance. I don't want the light
1900 sprint.
This is.
You think somebody can see that
this is
light?
Professionalism shit.
Do you see how bright this
This is
ring light is?
professionalism shit.
Fuck that. It's a podcast. Why are
When
you
you're
always trying? What is
when
wrong
you're-
with you?
When you're in the middle of doing something, you flip. Like if I'm talking
No,
with
you put it on
somebody.
night mode. That's
like if I'm
professionalism.
talking with a chick at a bar,
Even though my mom keeps
Right?
going through it.
the phone, or if I'm on a date, the phone goes in my pocket, or if I can't keep it in my pocket, it goes face down, so that I'm not distracted by the phone.
Do you realize that is a
That's
bad
just-
sign for the women that you're out with? You do realize they're going to pay attention to that.
I mean, maybe, but
Not maybe.
but
Not
aren't
maybe.
they also going to pay attention to the fact that I'm giving them my full undivided attention?
Keep it in your pocket is a better call.
Yeah, I usually do, unless
That's a
there's
better call.
I don't think there is really a reason for it not to be in my pocket.
Should just
for
be in
any
your
reason.
pocket. Yeah, if you have it in your pocket and you don't
I
touch
think
it.
the only time. So like if they like go to the bathroom or something, I may be on my phone and they come back and I just do this and.
So
talk
you
to them.
think. Okay, so do you think they actually pay attention to the fact that you're not on your phone when you're out on that date?
I would hope so.
Or they just, we hope a lot of stuff. Yada! Come here for a second, please. I need you. You don't have to get on camera. I just need you in the corner for a second. Oh, God, you got there so quick, I didn't even see you. Question. If you're out on a date with a woman, right? You're the woman, obviously. We're the guy.
Well, not obviously. This is 2020.
Shut up, Brent. Listen, so if you're on a date with a woman and a guy is giving you his full undivided attention and his phone is like this during the date, do you think anything of it? Or, well, answer that part first. Do you think anything of it?
What is this, our first date?
Yes.
Not really.
Okay. So it doesn't, to you, it's not like a trigger or anything?
And he's giving you his full undivided attention.
Well, that was the next part. I was going to go to that.
No.
So, okay, let me ask you this. Now, if his phone stays in his pocket throughout the entire time, does that give him extra points? Do you think about that at all? Or is
That's cool. Like,
But does it actually, do you actually think about it?
Well, when I'm seeing it, I'm like, oh, okay, so he's not even worried about his phone or who's.
Would you actually think about that, or is that just something you're saying because I'm asking you about it right now?
No.
Okay. All right. I'll take that. That was a question because I was curious because I feel like most women probably wouldn't actually pay attention to the fact that I'm actually giving you my No. I'm turning back to it. It's fine. Don't drop the mic, Brent.
I'm trying to make sure that you
God
heard.
damn it. I know. I saw it. I heard it. I can hear myself. I have on headphones.
Okay.
Can I do this? Jesus Christ! I'm trying to interview a guest. God damn it. Okay. So yeah, you would pay attention to that.
Yeah.
Would he get extra points?
Extra points for what?
For like, you know.
Test?
Yeah, basically. It's all a test anyway.
I mean, true.
Right. So would he get extra points?
I mean, for the time being, I guess, yeah. For that day, yeah.
For that day. Okay. So, but he has to continue this behavior going forward.
Doesn't have to. Bye.
Thank you, Yana. Thank you. All right. So there you have it. Women don't care, and they can't drive.
That's not what I heard. That's not what I heard at all.
I don't know if she heard me. I've been making that joke all weekend. She's been yelling at me. She hates me for that. Every time we say a woman in general, I'm like,
well, they can drive, but how are you going to get the car in the kitchen is what I want to know.
I didn't do it again. Okay, I take it back. I don't even want to joke with him because he's getting
like
canceled.
Does the car fit in the laundry room?
This guy's getting canceled. I'm not talking to him.
How big is your laundry? Like, I guess because a lot of people have their laundry room in the garage, so I guess that's fine.
Nope.
I guess that works.
I'm clipping this part and putting it on Instagram with no context. I'm just clipping it like me like.
By the way, we just went from me talking about having my phone down, saying you have my undivided attention,
to straight up.
How the fuck are they going to get the car in the kitchen?
How did you get here?
Waka.
No, man. All right, look, this is the longest podcast ever. We need to end this shit.
I don't think it's the longest podcast ever.
For us. We never had one longer than this.
Have we?
No.
We've had some long ones.
Not this long. I've never seen 2,000.
Actually, no, that's not published. You're right. The Lost episode, I think, was.
It was in the ballpark. It was in the ballpark. Never one that I put out. I know for a fact. I've never seen this
right.
other than the one we recorded on my shit.
Mm-hmm.
We should do that one day. We should use that as like a lost episode.
What?
The audio from the first podcast.
Oh, from the extremely long.
Just my 50 Cent minus 48 podcast.
Extremely long podcast.
Just my 50 Cent.
50 cents.
50 Cent is one word.
That's two words.
Not the way I said it.
Well, if
just
you wanna,
my 50 Cent.
If you want to do the hyphen shit.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, it's not even hyphen. It's not hyphen.
No, it's hyphenated.
It's two words.
You got
it's 50 Cent.
I'm trying
it's
to,
only
I'm trying
hyphen if you add another.
You're stepping on
if you add another number after the 50.
Okay, just my 50 cents. Podcast.
Minus 48, motherfucker.
Okay, just my 50 cents minus 48.
We'll give you that hyphen. That's 7 words.
How did we even get here? Podcast. How many words is that, Brent?
That's still 7, but it flows better.
How many words is that, Brent?
It flows better.
Can you answer me a question, Mr. Bannon?
It's the same one.
How many?
I did. I already did. And
How
it
many
flows
goddamn
better.
words?
It flows better.
This motherfucker.
How do we even get here? Flows better than the
just
than
my
the
50
fucking,
cent minus 48.
Yeah,
podcast.
exactly. It flows
How
better.
How do we even
than
get here? Podcast. It's all the same.
Your new favorite podcast. Where the?
Why you keep saying that? You don't even know if they like this podcast.
The people that like this podcast really like this podcast.
Obviously, nobody likes it.
People that have heard this podcast like this podcast.
No, fuck that. You know how I know they don't like it? Because we ain't got no OGs. If we ain't got no OGs, they ain't got the answers, Sway. I ain't about to do this with them. They ain't got the answers. They ain't got the answers.
Well, before he goes on a tangent, just completely obliterating.
I've been doing this more than you. They ain't got the answers, Sway. You don't even know. I watched that last night. He was losing his fucking mind. Yo, Sway was about to fuck him up, dog. He was like, Kanye, this is like some homie shit. Nah, ain't no homie shit. It's like, you gotta chill.
How many?
Oh, he was losing
now,
his
see,
mind.
This may be a whole other thing.
That shit was
but
funny.
I don't think it's gonna take that long. How many? So we've seen all these rappers lose their fucking minds on these radio shows.
Oh my God.
How often does that happen with any other artist? These days, it may have happened back in the day, but I don't even remember it happening necessarily back in the day.
Nah, rock stars used to go crazy. They did some wild
but
shit.
not on interviews like that. Like they just do the interviews and leave.
There
They
was
go
no
crazy.
There was no camera work. They did some wild shit, and they would leave a lot in the commercials.
In the
too.
radio stations though.
They would leave a lot during commercials. That's what would happen. They would get pissed off.
Yeah.
They would say, like, they would talk normal during the interview,
right?
But as soon as it went to commercial, like, some interviews would get cut short or some other shit like
That's
that.
That's fine. I get that.
That's the same shit to me.
I'm talking about on the air though.
We live.
We live.
Yo,
hey, I got
live?
some people that like to fuck men in the booty. They'll come and do that.
Yo, listen.
Fuck you, Fabulous.
Ray J was fucking losing his mind. Kanye was losing his mind. Who else we didn't see do that shit? It was Ray J. He was referencing Ray J.
No, I wasn't.
Don't touch me, man. Hey.
No, I wasn't. Stay in that room, girl. Stay in that room.
Hey, Brent.
Whatever Brent. You hear, don't come out that room, though.
Yana.
Don't come out that closet, though. Don't come out that room, though.
You don't come out.
Oh, he's out, obviously. We trying to end the podcast. Tell them where they can find you. You better stop. I'm going to break a finger.
They can find me at Surreal469 on everything. SURREAL, the numbers 4, 6, and 9.
How much longer we got to do this shtick at the end?
Forever and a day.
Why? They should know us by now.
They should.
I'm sick of it.
Where the fuck can they find you?
They should know by now. Go listen to the old podcast. I don't need no new followers. Fuck it. Go ahead. Tell them about the podcast.
And they can find us on Twitter at here_pod, Facebook and Instagram at Get Here Podcast, as well as Patreon.com and OnlyFans.com.
No.
Get Here Pod.
Patreon. First 1,000.
Both those places.
Also, y'all can kiss my ass.
Also, if you're watching this on YouTube, not only are the links already in the description, but if you don't like that or whatever the fuck, we've got it's Get Here Pod on. We've got a tiny URL for Spotify. It's tinyurl.com/GetHereSpot. Takes you directly to our Spotify page.
That sounds pretty dope.
Yep.
Also, would you like to plug any of the shit you're doing? You're doing a lot of shit. You keep doing these little Instagram plugs. Go ahead, plug it.
That's on YouTube.com/Surreal469. I'm trying to post.
Tell them what you're working on a little bit, because you do be doing a lot of shit. I'm seeing all your posts right now.
I've got specific stuff that goes on every day. So like every Monday is Relearning Madden, where I'm relearning how to play Madden after not playing since Madden 07. Every Thursday is the podcast, as well as the A Different World drinking game. Every Saturday is WWE 2K Glitch, where I stream 2K20. I'm going to probably sprinkle in some Injustice as well. I've also got the old Arkham game I want to try to sprinkle in for streaming. Mm-hmm. And then there are other like unboxings, movie reviews of movies I should have seen but haven't seen in a long time, or ever, like Jurassic Park. I know.
What?
I've never seen Jurassic Park.
Yo, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro?
I'm remembering.
You serious?
Yes, I've never seen. I'm a TV nerd. I've seen a lot more TV than I have movies. I've seen movies,
hold on,
but I've seen a lot more TV than movies.
You said a lot of stupid shit in my day. This is episode 34. You said a lot of stupid shit. Did you just say you've never seen Jurassic Park?
I've never seen Jurassic Park. I've seen the memes. I've seen clips of it. I haven't saw that stupid fucking new one with Chris Pratt. That shit was fucking garbage.
You watched it?
I did. That shit was. I saw that one in the theaters, and the only reason I saw it in the theaters was because I was out with some friends.
Was that Jurassic World?
First Jurassic World.
The first one.
Yeah, the first.
The first renewal.
Yeah,
the first new one.
Yeah, the first one.
I like that one.
A lot of people like that one. I fucking hated it.
But I'm a Jurassic Park fan.
I thought the story was shit.
TJ hates Jurassic Park.
I thought the story was shit, and I hated the main chick in it. I hated the kid. I thought the kids were annoying as all fuck.
They were a little annoying. I didn't like that the lady was running with her shoes on the whole time.
Right,
the hills
exactly.
pissed me off. That pissed me off. If I'm getting chased by a dinosaur, I'm taking the heels off. Sorry.
Yes.
Taking off.
Take them. Yada.
Yes.
And if you work in a theme park, you have fucking flats or tennis shoes on, or at least at your desk, don't you? Like, what the fuck? Hey. I told her not to come back out the room, Trey.
Stop touching me.
Yada. Stay in there. Hey. Stay in there. We busy.
Stop touching me, fool.
We busy.
Have you ever seen Jurassic Park?
The first one?
Yeah.
Have you seen the second one? Lost World. Silver cover. Little tiny dinosaurs at the beginning. You seen the third one?
No, Trey.
Fourth one?
No.
Fifth one?
No.
Jesus Christ. He's never... Did you say they were boring? Oh, get the fuck off my podcast. Are you kidding me? Oh my God. You stay in that room. Don't you come back out here.
I told her to stay in there,
you better
baby.
stop touching me, motherfucker. All right.
Now,
y'all can find me at 1989 TRE on everything except for YouTube, because YouTube hates me. Also hate saying that shit, so you motherfuckers need to follow this podcast. You need to make me famous, not him, and we need to blow up right now. If I could adjust the camera and just put it on me, I'd do it, okay? Because I'm ready to make moves, okay? I would do an OnlyFans, ladies. I'll be in here just see that on camera, YouTube? Did you see that? Not with him, though. I'm not doing anything with him. All right? We good?
He acts like I'm not in the room.
It's all jokes, man. I hope you guys follow. I hope you've enjoyed the podcast episode. I can't believe you haven't seen Jurassic Park. It's fucking weird.
I mean, it just never crossed my radar. I have seen all the Rocky movies, but I've never seen fucking Jurassic Park.
And I'm ageist, so I've never seen any of the Rocky movies. Okay, I've seen the Creeds. He's black.
Or Rocky Balboa.
No, I've seen the Creeds though.
Rocky Balboa came out like a couple years before
Doesn't
Creed.
matter. It was alright,
and it was really good too.
But I missed so many of them. It didn't matter to me.
You didn't need to. It was really good too.
No, I'm not doing that. I need to see the other ones first.
It was a return back to the first two Rockies, which were probably the best cinematic Rockies.
Mm-hmm.
But then you're talking about just absolute cheese bullshit. Popcorn movies. You're talking Rockies 3 and 4.
Right.
Rocky 5 fucking sucked.
We gotta stop this
A lot
podcast.
of Rocky fans don't even like to mention it.
I've heard that. We gotta stop. This is going way too far. We've already done the close. I don't know if you know how this shit's done, but we're supposed to stop.
It's our podcast. We can do whatever the fuck we.
No. You keep talking about
always tell me
professionalism.
we can do whatever the fuck we want to do.
Yeah, but you keep telling me about.
We can make it
okay,
last.
so now we're just switching personalities.
Fucking Joe
now we're switching
Rogan,
personalities.
Fucking Joe Rogan took mushrooms and talked to Post Malone for 4 fucking hours.
I have not watched that yet. Was it amazing?
I didn't watch it either. I just know he did it for 4 fucking hours.
I saw that too. I thought they said Post Malone had mushrooms.
They both did.
Oh, they both did them together?
Yes.
On camera? Or right before? Oh, nice. Maybe we should watch that.
Fucking yes.
Anyway, listen. How did we even get here? Your new favorite podcast.
He's 100 millionaire.
I'm Trey. That's Brenton. H. Banner. And we're sorry, whatever your name was. What was her name? One more time.
Amber Cromwell.
Amber? I wasn't saying Amber before. You changed the name. Natalie.
Oh, shit.
Oh, my God. He's not sorry.
It was Amber.
How did we even get here?
It was Amber.
Wait, it was Amber this whole time?
It was Amber.
Jesus Christ.
It was Amber.
I gave this heartfelt speech to Natalie.
So she's in my head as Natalie because she reminds me of a character from a show named Natalie.
You guys.
Holy shit.
I can't work
No,
that.
her name is Amber Cromwell, though. That is her real name.
Holy shit. Amber Cromwell.
I'm sorry about that, too. This is my sorry for 2020. And I ain't gonna mess up no more this year. We're gonna stop singing this shit because I don't.
You're right. No, we can get copyright.
I don't want no claims.
Ruben need a claim too.
Yeah,
he need one right now, don't he? I ain't wanting to talk though because we both broke as fuck.
Yeah, right.
All right, Ruben. Hey, shouts to you.
Shout out, Ruben.
This is supposed to stop. What the fuck is going on? Listen,
we can go as long as we want to.
Amber Cromwell. Brent, sorry for getting your name wrong first off.
Yeah, I really am.
For torturing you as a child.
I really am.
And for making me yell at the wrong person earlier. So, he apologizes.
Wow.
You're a real piece of shit, you know that?
Wow.
Jesus.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
That's 27 years in the back of my head is the wrong name.
You're the fucking one.
That's 27 years in the back of my head is the wrong name.
Hit it!